Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to the vlog. So had check-ins this morning. I obviously talked about that on the last vlog, how I feel about all that stuff. Let's see, where am I? What am I doing? I'm headed to the gym. So I trained this morning, then I did some other work, had a trainer meeting, took boot camp. So that was core strength and conditioning. So basically, a cardio workout. Now I'm headed to the gym to lift with Ruben. So Ruben is now training at a gym in town. And so I told him, I need to hit back and shoulders with you at least once a week. So I'm going there right now to do back and shoulders with Ruben. And then I will go after that, before I go pick up Reagan from preschool, to Powerhouse to finish my cardio. So on days that I do boot camp, I do 45 minutes of steady and then 45 minutes of boot camp. So I just got 45 minutes on the treadmill. I might do 60. I was not assigned extra cardio, but I don't think it'll hurt me to do 15 additional minutes after what happened yesterday. Today, the diet is on point. I had to snap out of it. Yesterday was just a big disaster. I had to snap out of it. So I woke up fresh, new, ready to kill it. I got 30 days or whatever my countdown is on now. And I'm not allowing that to happen anymore. I got to figure out the self-sabotage thing. Cause again, I did that for Ben Weeder. I'm just not doing it. I can't do it. I have to give myself a chance to do well. Period. So that's what we're doing. Had to snap out of it. Gonna dig in. Like I said on the end of my last vlog, a lot can happen. I think I was feeling like, oh my gosh, I don't have enough time to make meaningful changes. Am I even gonna win? All those questions, the self-doubt. And then that was, it's like you give yourself an out. Well, I'm not gonna win anyway, or I'm probably not gonna win anyway, so I can do this, I can do that. It's not enough time anyway, so and it's like, yeah, of course it's not enough time if you're eating popcorn and tacos and all this other shit you're not supposed to be eating. Of course it's not enough time if you do that. But I told myself during my last prep, this is going to be the best prep you've ever had. And it was the best prep I've ever had. I didn't come in the way that I wanted to, because it was also the shortest prep I've ever had. So I worked really hard, but I was in different circumstances, right? Like my dad had just died. I had only done 18 weeks. And I just didn't perform on stage. My posing was just... So when I say I didn't come in the way that I wanted to, I'm not necessarily just talking about my conditioning. I actually do think my conditioning was good. It was as good as it's been. I think my conditioning was good. But I did not get on stage and do anything that did my conditioning any favors. So anyway, all that to say is, I feel like that was my focus last prep. Give yourself a better prep. Give yourself a chance to be better. And now my focus, this little 4-week prep, is be even better, be more uncomfortable. Prove that you're an Olympian, Andrea. Earn your, I know that the last prep was called Earn It, but really this time it's hey, I've said before, I don't know where I'm at. I need to turn on my directions. Oh, here they are. I said before, I think I might compete again because I think that I deserve to go to the Olympia, right? I think that if we look at the whole field, Ruben's not even here yet. If we look at the whole field of fitness competitors and who's active right now, I sincerely believe that the package that I have, the routine that I have, and if I bring my best physique, I believe that deserves to make it to the Olympia stage. But it's but does your work ethic deserve to make it to the Olympia stage? Not that we award anything based on work ethic. I always hate when people say that, oh, she deserves it. She works so hard. We all work hard. Oh, she deserves it. She's so sweet. Okay. That doesn't mean that you deserve it. It just means that she's a nice person. So it's I need to behave like I do deserve it. No, you deserved to lose Ben Weeder. You weren't working hard. I won't say that I deserved to lose Vancouver, but Andrea, you weren't practicing your posing. Of course you made mistakes on stage. I was practicing that handstand pirouette, so that was a bummer, but I wasn't practicing it enough. So anyway, that's all. I'm back on. Y'all will not hear me report that I went off my plan, or that I was doing stuff I wasn't supposed to do, or I was going to do this, but I'm just not going to do it today. I was going to pose, but I'm not you're not going to hear it. I'm going to practice my posing. I'm gonna practice my posing conditioning more than I ever do, because your girl was shaking and quaking on stage. They even mentioned that in my Status Fitness magazine interview. She straight up called me out and said, like, yeah, I noticed you were shaking on stage. I'm like, yeah, that's not gonna happen. And yeah, I don't know. That's it. Like I said, welcome back to the vlog. 4 weeks out. Let's run it. So I'm at this gym. I just remembered, like I just realized, not realized because I knew it because I've been here before, but they have cardio here. So Ruben was like, Ruben's not here yet, so he's like, hey, start stretching. Maybe hit 5 minutes of cardio just to warm up. But when I'm done with him, I'm just gonna do cardio here probably. I don't need to go over to Powerhouse to go finish my cardio if I'm already gonna be here. So that's it. I'm gonna lift and do cardio. The only reason I would go to Powerhouse is if it's way too hot in there, because I've been in there once and it's quite toasty. I haven't been in there yet today, but when I was in here, I was like, oh, it's kind of warm in here. If I don't feel like doing cardio in a 90-degree gym, then I'm going to Powerhouse. And the big LOL, I know that my members, anybody at Burn Boot Camp is probably like, oh, really, Andrea? Because I'm the trainer who likes to keep the gym warm. Like Burn Boot Camp, I'm always like, you guys, it's a gym, it's supposed to be hot. It's a gym, it's supposed to be hot. But in Burn Boot Camp, hot is like 75 degrees. Like people are literally like, it is too hot in here if it's 75 degrees. They want it to be 68. So 75 and 90 are different. Okay, so I'm going to start the video from here because I'm about to turn around. So there's baseball stuff, Stairmasters. I'm about to get on these treadmills. But then here's the whole gym where champions are self-made. Anyway, it's a pretty cool facility. It's personal training only. I don't think that's true. I think you can, oh, this lighting. I think that you can pay for a membership to just come here, but I think most people pay their trainer. I think if you're here with a trainer, you don't have to pay for a membership, like, because the trainers pay, a contract fee or whatever to train here. But if you want to be able to come here without a trainer, you have to pay. I don't really know. I'm obviously not going to pay either way. So anyway, start cardio. See how long I'm on here before Ruben gets here. Also, it's not hot in here. They have like big ceiling fans, and even though it's like over 100 degrees outside, it actually feels the same temperature right now in here that it did at like 9 p.m. when the sun wasn't up. So I don't really know what their temperature. Oh, they have it. Never mind. So it's not hot enough for me to leave. And their treadmill, the USB works, which is good because my phone has 12%. Okay, let me tell you guys what really happened. I'm so tired. So I was just saying what I look like. Lifted with Ruben. Then I had a call with Anna. And I was so hungry. So I was like, I'm definitely not doing cardio right now. So I went home, ate, took a nap. This nap was, first off, I could have slept all night. Like, waking up from that nap was very hard. I woke up, I did not know where I was supposed to be. Like, those are the craziest naps because you're just like, what's happening? So I woke up, got a little snack, filled up my water bottle. Now, I am headed to pick up Reagan from school. School closes in like 15 minutes. I'm letting her stay there until the very last minute. I'm getting all my pennies worth. Picking up Reagan from school, then gonna go straight to Powerhouse for the rest of my cardio. I am so tired. How many times are you guys gonna hear me say I am so tired in the next 4 weeks? A lot. That's the answer. But I'm just gonna go walk on the treadmill, then come home, get Reagan fed. Hopefully we wind down pretty quickly. She didn't nap at school today. So hopefully we wind down pretty quickly, and especially because she's going straight to the gym, so she's going to be running around. Then I train tomorrow, so I got to be up early again. It's a lot of training on this back half of this week. Got to be up early again, train tomorrow, and then I'm going to hang out with Tiffany. Ruben is, so after he trained me, he went straight to Anaheim because it's USA's weekend, so he has someone competing in USA, so he went up there tonight, so he won't be back until probably Sunday morning is my guess, maybe tomorrow night, but he's probably not going to drive home tomorrow night. We'll see. So just going to hang out with Tiffany, catch up. That's really it. I don't know. There's not really a lot to add. We're going to see. I don't know. I think that's it. Okay. I am finishing up my hour on the treadmill. Cardio today. I did 45 minutes of boot camp. I didn't do the warm-up. I'll say 40 minutes of boot camp. And I did 10 minutes before I lifted with Ruben. And now I'm finishing up an hour. So basically almost 2 hours today. That's over what I'm supposed to be doing. But I also went over what I was supposed to be eating yesterday. So we try not to do these catch-up cardio just because, again, I don't want to get into the habit. I've mentioned this before. Get into the habit of just like, if I just eat this, it's fine. I'll just do extra cardio, because then you start negotiating with what you're allowed to eat. Like, I'll just do an extra 10 minutes. No, we're not doing that. So I did it in this situation just because it feels like necessary, and we can't just walk away from all these extra calories and just be like, no, not I'm extremely tired, but it is what it is. That's how you're supposed to feel, I guess, in prep. My legs are still pretty sore, but I think for the next few weeks, or at least the next couple weeks, I'm just going to be living with sore legs because I'm turning up the intensity on my athlete games training. I also think that has something to do with a little bit of my hunger. I mean, hunger is hunger, right? The calories are low, the output is high, but the output is extra high right now. So I think that was part of it. Like, I think I was just like, as Aurelia says, self-soothing with food. I think I was just feeling tired, and food was making me feel better. It didn't make me feel better today. So anyway, just like I said, today I just reset. I've been on point with my diet. I did lots of cardio. I had a good lift with Ruben. I'm so glad I'm going to be doing that with him at least once a week. Like I said, we did back and shoulders. He sent me some, well, he didn't send them yet, but he did get some video. I was looking good in that sports bra. So if he sends me, not if he sends me the videos, he's going to send me the videos. If I remember, I'll put some of the videos he took in this. But I was at least feeling like, okay. Shantae said, like, you're not going to get fat in a day. And she goes, well, I do. I was pleasantly surprised at how I looked, because I also have not looked at my body. I took check-ins last week at Summit. I was not very happy with them. And then I took check-ins today. Like, I have not been looking at my body. So I think just like in my mind, I saw my check-ins last week, and then I ate like crazy yesterday. And so to have decent check-ins today and to like be looking good in the gym today, I needed that. Just like I needed that low, and even though it didn't help me because I ended up sabotaging myself the very next day, it does help me to feel like, Andrea, like, you can do this. So I am going to have to tell myself one meal at a time, like, you can do this, because the reality is, if I can't check in to this 4-week prep for Arizona, I got no business trying to go to the Olympia. There's another 6 weeks after that. If I can't check in this 4, I got no business doing another 6. So, like I said in whatever previous video, like last clip or the clip before that, like, I need to prove to myself that I even deserve to be at the Olympia. So, you gotta behave like an Olympian if you want to be an Olympian. Just like people say, people on their road to pro, like, if you're not behaving like a pro, you're not gonna turn pro. Like, you have to do those things first. You're not just gonna magically be someone who's really adherent to your diet, or really kills your cardio, or like practices your posing and does all this stuff after they give you a pro card. No, you get your pro card because you are already doing those things. So it's the same thing as the Olympia. Like, I need to behave like someone who should be at the Olympia. You look at how I behaved yesterday. I don't know why I think it's funny that I'm calling this like that. I'm saying the way I behaved, but if you look at the way that I behaved yesterday, you're not like looking into that person's future thinking, yeah, she's going to the Olympia. No, you're thinking like, this chick has mental problems and needs to stop coping with food. So what I need to do is behave like an Olympian now, and then you just go to the show and pick up a qualification, right? So anyway, I got 12 seconds left on this cool down, and then I got to pick up Reagan in literally 4 minutes. So I'm just going to sit and stretch for 2 of them, go to the locker room with my stuff, and we're clocking out for the day. Good morning, everybody. It is Saturday. I think it's the 28th, something like that, 27th. Headed to the gym to train. Finally, my last day of work of the week. Then I'm off tomorrow, even though we have a field day for work, but it's like a fun activity, so I'm not counting it as work. off tomorrow, and then off Monday, and then I can finally rest. I was 134.5 this morning, so just a reminder, yesterday 4 check-ins. Actually, let's go back even further. The day before, Thursday, I was 135. Actually, let's go back. Wednesday, I was 134 even. Thursday, I was 135.1, I think. 135.4, I can't remember. Friday, yesterday, I was 138. Today, I was 134.5. There was a lot going on in there. There's a lot of food that needed to get cleared out. And I didn't even have to take my poop pills. I just had to get back on my diet and have the appropriate foods that help my digestion stay on track. And obviously I do not eat Miguel's Jr. and everything else that I was eating. So I feel good, especially because I think that I said I lifted with Ruben yesterday, and he's like, okay, let me see your front pose, let me see your back pose, and I was just like, okay, I look okay. I look okay. You just get inside your head. So we are back. Okay, so I'm headed now. Actually, let me start over with, I'm leaving Starbucks with my macro barista. Look at that pour over. My macro barista beverage. It's like a 60 calorie drink. Cold brew, 2 pumps of sugar-free vanilla, 1 pump of caramel, and that pour over of half and half. And a Splenda, because I like it sweet. Was at Powerhouse. I was supposed to do a bunch of cardio. I did do 30 minutes of burn on demand, Metcon workout. Then I was gonna go finish another 45 on the elliptical. So I get on the elliptical, I'm moving, I'm grooving, I'm watching I'm watching Shantae's video. I see the lady come out of Kids Club. Anytime I see those people come out of Kids Club, I am triggered. Because I just know they're looking for me. Even though, most of the time they're not looking for me, but there have been a few times. Reagan Pete herself, whatever. So I see the lady come out, and I'm like, is she looking for me? And I just keep moving. She comes over, she's like, Reagan smacked someone. That's an automatic kick out. So I go get her. I'm like, I've only been on the elliptical for 10 minutes. Party's over, Reagan. Now, me and Tiffany, we're going to hang out at the indoor playground. So Reagan can play and we can hang out. But then I'm like, if you're going to be being bad, we're not going to the playground. But then at the same time, I'm like, you clearly have some things you need to work out and some energy that you need to burn off. And I'm not, sorry about it, I'm not going to let my day get ruined. I already had to miss my cardio now. I'm not going to let my day get ruined and not hang out with my friend because you can't act right. So we had a conversation. She said she's going to be a listener at the playground. We're in the car for 2 minutes. I'm like, I'm going to Starbucks first. We're in the car for 2 minutes. She falls asleep. I'm like, that's what it was. It's because she came to work with me this morning. So she woke up at 6 o'clock this morning. She was tired. It's not an excuse, obviously, but at the same time, for a 4-year-old, it kind of is an excuse. She's extremely tired. She's acting out. So I'm hoping this little quick car nap, we get there, we're going to be at the indoor playground. She'll be okay. This, pretty good. I mean, it's not a caramel macchiato, but it'll do the trick. It'll do the trick, y'all, because we don't have time for caramel macchiatos right now. We don't have time for 250 calorie beverages. Because we're 4 weeks out. I cannot believe I'm competing again. But again, at the same time, if I would have qualified for the Olympia, I would be in prep right now anyway, so I need to move on. But it's just a different level, It's a different level of motivation. So, but anyway, it was a really good workout despite getting cut short. I did chest and another 1 shoulder exercise, even though I just did shoulders yesterday, but my shoulders were looking and feeling big and I just wanted to pump them up a little. So I did chest and, like I said, 1 shoulder exercise. Then I did a Metcon workout that was really good, and then I did 10 minutes on the elliptical. Now we're going to go play. We'll try to get back to Powerhouse tonight, depending on if I got somebody to watch Reagan while we go back. So anyway, that's it for now. I'll talk to you guys later. Okay, so just got home from the little indoor playground with Reagan. And my shoes are here. I don't think that I told you guys that I had ordered a new pair of shoes because the shoes that I train in, slash also take boot camp in, they literally have a hole in the toe. Like that, I just had them for so long. And my mom has been on this like barefoot shoe journey. Because your foot health is like pretty important. Anyway, so she got all these shoes and I've seen other people in the gym with them. And I decided I wanted to try these. So I just ordered them. Oops. I ordered them the other day. How can I open this? Check out this video. Okay. They are Zero shoes. And they were only $100, which is good because I feel like a good pair of shoes. I mean, my On Clouds were more than 100. And you know, if you get like Metcons or, I mean, look at these. That's giving wide toe box because you know what? These bunions cannot handle the narrow shoes. Like Nobles, you know how expensive my Nobles are. Oh, yes. This is giving foot health. They're thin. I don't think that I'm gonna like training in these because training, I think I need something a little like more cushion. I don't know. I definitely think I will like doing boot camp in these. I don't know that I'm gonna like standing on my feet for 3 to 4 hours at a time in these. But I think like standing barefoot is good for you, right? And I guess maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm just used to like the thick soft shoe for standing, but I don't know. Let me see. You guys obviously can't see me standing, but I do think I'll really like taking boot camp in these. I wonder how these would be on a treadmill or on the Stairmaster because it would be fantastic because I can definitely lift in these because they're flat. It would be fantastic to be able to wear the same shoe for lifting and for cardio. I just don't know if I trust these for cardio. Like I feel like I need more cushion on the bottom, but I love the wide toe box because again, the bunions, sometimes I literally get sharpshooting pains in my bunions. Like to the point that I've thought about having bunion surgery. Anyway, I'm very excited. My little wide toe box Zero shoes. What did you say?
Please don't talk it and they don't.
No. You said what? Babies don't cry when?
Because Zero didn't cry and nothing happens to them.
Babies don't cry when nothing happens to them. So the context is that Reagan and I are looking
Move me like that.
Okay, move. Whoa. Reagan and I are looking through old photos.
Then you're going to get this
So the memory of her 2-month-old photos pops up. I'll put them on the screen here.
And
Reagan said, why was I crying? I said, because you were a baby. She said, but what happened to me? I said, nothing. That's just what babies do. And that's when she told me that babies don't cry if nothing happens to them. Girl, you still cry if nothing happens to you.
No, baby, that's my.
Can you tell your side of the story? Good morning, everyone. Happy Saturday. It is the 28th. I think that's what today's date is. I am headed to boot camp. I'm headed to the gym right now, to Powerhouse. Just hit some cardio. So it's 7 o'clock in the morning. I think I just said that. We have a field day for boot camp. So that starts, or I have to be there at 12. And then it's going to be like several hours long. So I just know that once I'm out there in the sun, running around for several hours, I'm not going to be very excited to come to the gym to do cardio. So I was like, you know what? Let's just do it before. If I still have stuff to do after, then I'll do it after. But like, let's try to knock it out. So that's what I'm doing, knocking it out. I was 134 I'm bitter. I was 134.3 this morning, but I can tell there's something brewing in my stomach. I can tell. I'm like, come on, like, let's do this before I have to get on the scale. But it just wasn't happening. So I know that obviously the number is technically going to be lower than that, but I just wanted it to be lower. But it is what it is. Like, I've been on point. I'm going to remain on point. So I'm excited to see. I do feel like, and Shantae mentioned this to me too, or she like affirmed it, I guess. I do feel like I look better. So even though my weight is kind of like fluctuating around that same number, I feel like at least my shoulders are looking like more lean. Like I can see more of the cap in my shoulder. Like they look bigger, even though they're definitely not bigger. Like my shoulders didn't get bigger from Vancouver, but they look bigger because there's less fat on them, so you can see the shape better. So, you know, I just have to keep doing what I'm doing besides that one day. And I gotta stay focused. Like that's the main thing is, again, I don't know why I'm struggling so hard, or like why I was, I forgot there's like a little parking median on this one. I don't know why I've been struggling so hard to like really get excited about this prep when it literally rolled straight from the other one. And again, I've said this before, it would have, like, I was planning to win. I was wanting to win to get ready for the Olympia. I would have been in prep, but I also do think that if I had won, like technically my plan was, win Vancouver, eat up a little bit until athlete games, and then diet hard for Olympia. When now it's like I pretty much just have to stay in this like low diet, including end up to athlete games. So anyway, I'm gonna hit cardio. I am doing a burn boot camp like Metcon workout because Gabby said if you want to do good at athlete games, you need to be doing these Metcons every day. So I'm gonna try in my new Zero shoes. I'm also gonna see how these feel on the treadmill or elliptical, like whatever I choose today, to see if like, wow, am I going to be able to get away with just wearing the same pair of shoes for everything? Probably not. I'm probably still going to put on my On Cloud running shoes, but we're going to see. Am I retiring my Nobles? I love those Nobles. Okay, I just finished cardio. I posed for a second, but I don't have my heels, and I've mentioned this before. You're not practicing if you don't have your heels on. Like, again, yes, like obviously I'm practicing, like I'm hitting a pose, right? But you're not getting in reps when you don't have your heels on. It's like if I'm a power lifter and I do like some bodyweight squats at home, that's not the same as getting in reps on my squat. Like that's how I feel about posing at the gym without heels on. It's like, yes, it's something, right? Like you're in between sets, you just worked out and you just want to like hit a quick pose, like that's fine, but you're not going to have a full posing practice without your heels on. So like I'm not going to spend 30 minutes posing without my heels on. So I didn't even do quarter turns. I ran through like my routine, because my quarter turns were fine. Not that I don't need to practice my quarter turns, but at the show comparisons, I did fine. Like when I watched the video of comparisons, my poses looked the way that they were supposed to look. But it was like in my actual posing routine, which is what you get your stage shots from. I don't know what happened. So that's what I ran through. And then I did my handstand pirouette 3 times. 3 out of 3. I'm telling you, the tip that Taylor gave me, which now that I'm thinking about it, maybe I deleted that clip from my last video. I was deleting clips left and right. I don't think that I deleted that part of that clip. That clip was very long. I talked about Taylor giving me a tip, and then I also talked about the Olympia battle, which I know for a fact that I deleted that part. Anyway, the tip has been life-changing. So again, I haven't tried it tired, but so far it's been working. I am so sore. I did not realize how sore I was until I started doing those skills. Like, you guys know I've recently just been like running stuff cold. Like, I don't need to do this. I don't need to do this whole warm up. But the thing is, when you're sore, you notice that you needed to stretch or warm up. So I did spend a little bit of time stretching. And now I am just going to go to the store and get some watermelon and peanut butter. Those are the things that I need to fill in for prep this week and for this field day. Some watermelon and some peanut butter for, well, Reagan, like, actually, she's like on jelly sandwiches right now. She goes, you know, if you're a parent of a toddler, you know. First, it was like peanut butter only. Then she was really into peanut butter sandwiches, or peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. That was short-lived. Then she went back to only peanut butter sandwiches. And now she's on jelly only. Bread and jelly. But the peanut butter's for me. Peanut butter's for me. Ruben uses Nutso, which is so damn good, but it is so expensive. Nutso is like a mixed nut butter. So it has, I think they have like 13 seeds and nuts. It is so good. It smashes peanut butter. But it's like $15. It's something crazy. It is something outrageous. It might even be more than that. It's like $18. So I don't use the Nutso because I'm like, I'm not going to get used to this and like want to eat Nutso every day. And then when I go to buy it again, because Ruben bought it, then when I go to buy it again, I'm bitter because I got to spend $20 on it. So I'm just going to stick with Grocery Outlet peanut butter. $5.99. stay in my lane. I'm gonna stay in my lane. Ruben's lane is buying expensive shit. Andrea's lane is buying cheap shit. Inexpensive. I won't say cheap. Anyway, that's it. The body is bodying. Like, y'all, I am locked in. I had that, Ruben was right. I needed that. I needed that day mentally, because after Van, I was kind of like, first off, there was a couple days where I wasn't sure if I was even going to compete or not. So I wasn't even like trying to be on a diet. I didn't care, because I was like, I might not even compete. So why am I going to be on a diet right now? I was trying to get my body back because I was 138, but it wasn't that big of a deal. I was traveling. I was like, I got a lot of water weight. Like, I just need to get back to something. Then I went straight to Summit, like 2 days later. So at Summit, I went grocery shopping. I had my stuff, but if they served chicken, I just ate their chicken. I wasn't like, no, I have to have my lean chicken. Like, I was just eating whatever. If they served a salad, I ate the salad with whatever dressing they gave us. Like, I was on, but I wasn't on. And then I also wasn't working out. So then I decided, okay, I'm going to do the show, but I was just still like, ugh. I never felt like I got to like not be in prep for a day. I always felt like I was like trying to stay on, but not be like, it was this weird gray area, 1 foot in, 1 foot out, 1 foot in the Word, 1 foot in the world. So I think that day, even though I was like kind of fighting myself, like I shouldn't do this, eventually I was like, you know what? Like, I'm getting Miguel's Jr. Then I felt like I almost, this is so dramatic. I felt free. Like, I could just eat whatever I want. I can eat whatever I want. And I did. Now, a lot of things that I like to eat are like, they're not in line with prep, but they're healthy, right? Like, I eat chicken all the time. I eat vegetables every day. Like, I eat fruit every day. I eat 000 yogurt. Like, but again, like my chicken, I wanted to have it in a tortilla instead of just on a bed of greens or like with zucchini on the side. So it's not like I was just like the day after a show when I'm eating cinnamon rolls and cookies and just like a ton of nonsense. I felt like I was eating more like intuitively, like how I would eat if I just weren't in prep and I also weren't like in this post-show binging phase. Like, yeah, I had a chicken wrap and chips. And then I ate the rest of Reagan's peanut butter sandwich or jelly sandwich. Like, I just felt like I had a day off, even though I wasn't supposed to be off. But like, the deeper we got into the day, the more off I became. And honestly, I just felt free. And then like, I think just the affirmation from Ruben, like, it's okay. It's okay. Then I was able to snap myself back, because sometimes you don't need, like, yes, sometimes you do need an external force saying, hey, this is what I need from you, right? That's why we all have coaches. But sometimes, like, you already know. Like, a lot of times I don't need to tell Reagan. She knows she did something wrong. I don't need to be like, Reagan, you're not, like, I'm like, okay. She does something she's not supposed to do. She's jumping on the couch and then she falls and hurts her elbow. Like, I've been working on this, and now this is a parenting tutorial now. My first instinct is like, that's why you shouldn't be jumping on the couch. She knows that. She knows that. She doesn't need that from me in that moment. So I'm like, are you okay? All right, what do you need from me? And then later it's like, okay, so remember the rule about jumping on the couch? Why don't we jump on the couch? She now can self-determine, I'm not going to jump on the couch anymore because I don't like the results that I got out of that. So I do think that, again, a lot of times I just talked about at the movies where I'm like, I kind of needed Ruben to be like, no, you're not supposed to be eating that popcorn. But on the flip side, when I completely went off the rails and he's like, okay, like, maybe you needed it and now we're going to get back on. I got to self-determine, like, I don't like the way that I feel. I don't like the weight on the scale the next day. I got to course correct myself. And now I feel like I'm even more locked in than if he would have been like, you're not supposed to be doing that. I need you to hit another 2 hours of cardio. Then I would have been like kind of in this like fight or flight, like rebellion mindset, I think. So anyway, all that to say, your girl is locked in. Your girl is locked in and I feel good. And my body is already like, mentally, I at least feel like it looks better. But Shantae did say she felt like I was looking a little leaner. So anyway, that's it. I'm at the store. Gotta get this watermelon. Did I say $5.99? Because that's the one we normally get, but they don't have creamy. Come on, $2.99. Natural peanut butter. Ingredients: peanuts, salt. Let's go. She literally said, I will meet you there, okay? And she is running. Like, I just love seeing her get excited about things. Yes, that's my girl! I'm not eating. that stuff. No, I'm in bodybuilding prep, so I'm not eating that stuff. Okay, I don't think I've been on here all day. So, did cardio, hit back, and did some skills this morning. I still have 30 minutes of cardio left, just because I just didn't have time this morning. But I'm meeting Patty for coffee. And I didn't have coffee this morning, so I'm putting all my stuff. I'm literally gonna like bring a little container with my creatine and my collagen, all the stuff. My own sugar-free syrup, because I'm not going to pay 25 cents per pump. I'm bringing that, and then I'm just going to order like an espresso with a splash of cream and then put all my other stuff in it. So that's what we're doing this afternoon. And then at some point I got to find 30 more minutes of cardio. But yeah, it's been a pretty laid back day. I worked out and I've just been at home like kicking it all day. Okay, so I am headed to coffee with Patty. Like I just said, I have snacks for Reagan, also for me if I feel like I need to munch on something. And then I also have my coffee mug. I got my dad this for Father's Day. Yeah, I got my dad this for his first Father's Day, or not his first Father's Day. His first Father's Day as a grandpa. And now it's mine. And then I also just brought all my powder stuff. So inside of that mug is, I measured out 30 milliliters of half and half, and then I put in my sugar-free syrups. And then in this is my creatine, my collagen, my glutamine, and my MSM, which is also for my joints. So I normally put this in my coffee every morning, but I didn't drink coffee this morning because I was going to the gym so early, and I don't really like to drink coffee before the gym. I like to do energy drinks before the gym. So because I was going to the gym, I was like, oh, I'm not going to drink coffee. I'm going to drink an energy drink. So that being said, I didn't have coffee, like I just said. So when I didn't have coffee, I didn't have all of those supplements that I put into my coffee. Sorry, Haley's texting me. Anyway, so that's that. Like I said in like the previous clip, I got to find another 30 minutes of cardio somewhere. So maybe after I do this coffee with Patty, I'll see what grown-ups are home. I know Ruben, I don't think Ruben will be home. I think he's training this afternoon. But see what grown-ups will be home. Hey, can somebody sit with Reagan for an hour while I go finish my cardio? Otherwise, it's going to have to roll over to tomorrow, and I am not interested in that. I'm not interested, y'all. I've said it before. I do not like rolling cardio over. Especially because I will have the time today. I don't have anything else to do. It's really just a matter of if I have somebody to sit with Reagan, because I'm maxed out on my kids club time for the day. But anyway, that's really it. So I don't know how much time I have like in this video, but I do know that I recorded a 9-minute clip yesterday, and so like it only takes a few of those to get me to over an hour. So I'm gonna check how much time. I might drop this early. You know, I might be going back to twice a week videos. We're gonna see. Don't get ahead of yourselves, everybody. We're gonna see. Good morning, everybody. It is Wednesday. Yesterday, I got to get Reagan out of that gymnastics class. First off, I don't feel good. Like, I can tell, like, I don't know what this is, but there's something going on. And I trained all morning, then I had my leadership meeting, and then I have to, like, rush home and get Reagan ready for gymnastics. Reagan wasn't into it. Ruben was asleep. He didn't sleep well, so he was tired. Reagan's like, I don't want to go to gymnastics. And I was like, you know what? Me either. We're not going. So we didn't go to gymnastics, but then I was like, okay, I got to do cardio. So I was going to double boot camp because it was cardio day. So I'm like, I'm going to do 3:30 and 4:30 boot camp. We're getting close to 3:30, and I'm just like, I am so tired. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to take 4:30 and then finish the rest of my cardio at Powerhouse on the treadmill. So I take a nap. I wake up. We're getting ready to go to 4:30. Reagan pees on herself. Literally 1 second. We're still in the driveway. My car is not even on. So I'm like, you know what? I can't do this. I was so tired. And Ruben was like, you keep saying you're tired. Like, why are you going to the gym? I'm like, because I'm 4 weeks out. And he's like, you're not going to get anything out of it. Like, don't go. So I didn't go, and I just rested, but I still don't feel good. So anyway, I got to go in, but that's the update. I stopped weighing myself because it's just not productive anymore. Sorry, I'm getting stuck in the trees. It's just not productive anymore at this point. Plus I'm PMSing and the scale just is irritating me. So anyway, about to train. See you later. Okay. Good morning, everyone. Again. I don't remember if I filmed this morning or not. Yes, I did, because I said I was sitting in the car, I think. Yes, I remember. Okay, it doesn't matter. I am headed to boot camp, so I was going to take my original plan. Reagan, I can't leave those windows down. It hurts my ears. My original plan was train, do some sort of like Metcon style training workout for athlete games, then stay for leg day at 8:30. However, Ruben had to be at the gym at 9, so I couldn't do that. So I just came straight home, got Reagan ready. I signed up for 9:30 camp, but I'm second on the wait list for Child Watch. So we're headed there, and we're going to see if anybody is a no-show. And if there are no-shows, then great. We're going to take leg day at boot camp, and then we will go to Powerhouse and do our Metcon and cardio. If everybody shows up and I can't get in, then we'll just go straight to Powerhouse. I'll do leg day and my steady state cardio, and then I'll do my Metcon later in the day. So I would like to obviously be able to do my leg day at Burn, but you know, it's just going to depend on the schedule. Yeah, let's see. Tomorrow I train all day, and then I leave. I fly out tomorrow night for choreography, and it's going to be Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 5 days straight, I think. Saturday, Sunday, no, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Yeah, 5 days straight of choreography, because I fly out on Thursday night. I start choreography Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Then Sunday I finish and I fly home. And then I have a different team that's here in California Monday and Tuesday. So it's going to be jam-packed. But what I love about jam-packed is the paychecks. So hopefully my throat starts to feel better, because 5 days of choreography is harder on my voice, I would say, than training is. Because even though I'm not like yelling quite as intently, I'm still yelling enough when I'm counting. And it's 8 hours straight. Like boot camp is only 45 minutes at a time, and that 45 minutes at a time is still only in 3-hour blocks. So anyway, that's what's going on. I will end this video before I travel, because first off, this video is already long. I'm gonna have to cut some stuff out. But then I'll just do like a travel choreography, like this is what prep is like when traveling. I think I've done a couple like that, but they're also all a little bit different. And there's also new viewers who have never seen me travel during prep, never seen me travel during prep, and maybe trying to figure out how to do that themselves. So anyway, that's that. Hopefully I can get into Child Watch at boot camp. Good morning, everybody. It is Thursday, so this is gonna be my last day filming. Honestly, this is probably my last clip, because I don't really have much to talk about today. I don't have much going on today. I train all day long, so I'm not working out. And then I also am traveling today. So this is like the month that I do pretty much all of my choreography. So I'm flying tonight. I talked about this before, right? Flying tonight, a red eye. I land in the morning, got a few hours to recoup myself, maybe work out. And then I go straight to a team for tomorrow afternoon. And I'm with them all day Saturday, with them all day Sunday. And then I fly back here on Sunday. So not much going on today. My throat does feel a little bit better, but I'm still not 100%, but at least it doesn't hurt anymore. So I did weigh myself. But I was like, I'm not going to weigh myself. It's not productive. And then I weighed myself. I was 135 this morning, but I'm probably going to start my period in a couple days. And my stomach, like I can like I feel full, and I feel like there's a lot of stuff in my body. I did hit a quick, literally just a front pose this morning, because I was in a rush. I really had no business even stopping in the garage to pose, but I just wanted to see, because I just feel, again, full and puffy, because I'm PMSing. So I was like, let me just see what I look like, just to put my mind at ease. And I did put my mind at ease, but I'm interested to see how my check-ins look tomorrow. But they're not going to be in my same place that I'm always in. Like, there's nothing you can do about traveling and doing check-ins, but I just don't like it, because I don't have my scale. Like, I don't have my same scale. I don't have my same lighting. I don't, so you can take your check-in photos, but you can't always guarantee the quality of them. So I'm hoping that my check-in photos tomorrow look okay, but they're also going to be fresh off of a red eye. So they're probably not going to be great. And I remember my goal was like, I'm going to be 132 by this next check-in. I'm not if I'm 135.4 right now, and I'm probably going to be like starting my period in the next 48 hours. So it's not going to happen. I don't know. Like I said, it's probably not even productive to try to hit these weight goals. Like all I need to do is stick with my plan. And I have been doing that for the last few days after that food bender that I had. So I just got to stick with it. It is definitely getting harder. Mostly with the athlete games training. It's just like that level of, like, I don't normally do HIIT every single day. And I definitely don't normally do weighted HIIT every single day. So that is making my muscles, like, I'm just tired. But then also, I don't know if people realize this. I mean, I'm sure people realize this, but I mean, I even had to talk about this in some of my focus meetings. I know a lot of lifestyle people probably don't realize this, like, at least consciously. When you increase your exercise, a lot of people, this is now like a weight loss tutorial, even though I'm not losing weight. A lot of people want to increase their exercise to lose weight, right? Because they refuse to eat less. So they're like, oh, well, I started doing this. I started coming to Burn Boot Camp, and they don't want to adjust their mindset toward food. All they want to do is add in exercise. So they start coming to Burn Boot Camp, where we smoke them, right? On our cardio days, people are killing themselves in zone 5 cardio. And on our strength days, we're making them lift heavy. What people don't realize is that when you increase that level of effort, like that intensity of your workouts, your hunger hormone increases. So you might be burning more calories, but your body sends a signal that says, I'm hungry. And so then you want to eat more. So all that to say is hunger was already there, right? Because I'm on low calories. But now, not only am I burning more calories, so I'm obviously just generally going to be more hungry, but I'm also getting more of that hunger hormone. So I'm even more hungry. So the struggle is so damn real, you guys. The struggle is real. Anyway, it is what it is. Like, we have less than 4 weeks. We're basically 3 weeks out tomorrow, which is crazy because I just don't feel like the last 2 weeks, I just don't feel like I've made any progress. But maybe I have, maybe I haven't. Like I said before, I know that this is now my 3rd time mentioning that Shantae told me I looked leaner. I'm taking it and running with it. I just don't feel like I've made the amount of progress that I would have wanted to make in 2 weeks. So I'm just hoping that the next 3 weeks I can, like, really see some meaningful changes. Tampa's this weekend. Interesting names on the list. Janine has not competed since the 2022 Arnold, but I think she's going to be a force for this weekend. Coming into this weekend, I was kind of assuming Amber would be the one to beat. And I still think it's Amber or Janine's show. It's hard to say because Janine hasn't competed in years. And when Janine was competing, Amber wasn't good. So, like, it's hard to even compare. Like, so it'll be interesting because probably one of them is going to be in Arizona 1 or both, which is fine. Like I said, I don't need to be worrying about other people at this point. Whoever shows up is going to show up. I need to just do my best. Because at my last show, I didn't do my best and I wasn't happy about it. So anyway, that's going to be it. I'm closing the video here. I think I'll put those clips of my workout with Ruben next. He posted them on Instagram, but I deactivated my Instagram. But then other than that, y'all, see you in the next video starting at probably the airport.
I remember when we were staring photo. Don't forget the way you look me in the eyes. And I keep you in my heart. In my heart is where you are. I still think of you.